Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is the Narcissistic Resistance, and this resistance video is sponsored by contribution from Stella, and here's her story. And there might be a little bit of a language barrier on this from what I could tell, and it's a short story, so here we go. Hi, Ollie. I made a little contribution by month, and I will do a bigger one when I write my story. I am French, and the only few person talking about borderline on French YouTube channel are on their side. That drives me crazy. Oh, and so what you're saying is in France, you're talking about talking about borderlines. All the French people are on the side of the borderline. That makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, you got to understand the society France is. It's screwed up. Your president is a sexual assault victim. He's married to a pedo. Macron's wife was his school teacher, and they ran away when he was 15. I think she was like 38. Either 35 or 38. She was in her 30s. They got to sweep that shit under the rug. They got to act like the abuser's the victim. There is a bunch of borderline in my family. They are at best enabler of narcs. At worst, your creator of chaos. Very destructive people. I was in a best friendship relationship for 15 years with a female borderline from my 11-year-old to my 26 to 27 years old. So no, this person knew from the very beginning what she was doing. Everything that I lived with her, people suffering from narc abuse lived it, except that they don't want you dead. They want you down to feel better about themselves and eat yourself entirely. You have to give them all of you and be their parent. Yeah, I mean, look, the borderline, what I think you're saying here is that they don't want to kill you. They want to make you the borderline wants to make you their servant, which is exactly what they want, which is exactly right. They want to make you subservient to them. They want to make you into a little Cinderella that scrubs the floor and caters to their every need. And you're living in a society that caters to the abuser. Your president is a sexual abuse survivor. He's married to his abuser. Okay, right there, that should tell you everything you need to know about French society. How are you going to vote for this guy who ran off with his teacher at 15? His mind was shaped by a pedophile when he was a kid. Man or woman, I don't care who you are. You run off with a 15-year-old in your 30s, you're fucked up. And nobody calls them on this shit. Trump included. Somebody should be like, whoa, what's this about? What is this about? Like, this is, no. Meanwhile, the French police are beating protesters in the street. They're bringing in EU thugs to beat protesters in the street. France is out of control. Yeah, societal narcissism has destroyed Europe and destroyed France. And the goal is, to make everybody who's not the borderline a servant to the borderline. I'll write my story, but when I saw people defending borderlines, this led me to a deep feeling of anger and unfairness. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks because you know what these monsters are. And in your country, in France, and in the EU in general, this is what you got. You got a bunch of borderlines running the EU. It's not just France, it's the EU. What do you think Brexit is, and the fight to keep Britain in there? Because they don't want to. They want to keep their servants from running away, so they are served. They want the British people serving the EU, and to hell with the British citizen. Same to hell with the regular French citizen. It's all to serve the borderline. Even Dr. Todd Gran says that the borderline abuser suffer most than his or her victim. Bullshit. And again, normalizing borderline personality disorder. And I've been talking on this channel for years now, okay, that Europe is about 30 years ahead of North America in the societal narcissism category. It has been out of control there since after World War II. You can even date it before World War II for how they got themselves into some of the situations Europe got themselves into. What the fuck? So bad narc, borderline, it's sad, it's horrible. They are the same. And full borderline don't have real empathy. They fake it. Exactly. There is no real. Look, every emotion from the borderline is to generate a response for them to get something that they want. This is why I tell you they are monsters. They are the most dangerous of the cluster B personality disorders. Borderlines are not to be trifled with ever. Get away from them and stay away from them. Now, how do you do that in a country full of them? Try Poland. Try Poland. Full borderlines don't have real empathy. They fake it. Or it's sympathy when they can relate. If they cannot mimic well, they punish. If you can have a few words on this matter, because I found it really unfair and dangerous for target of borderline abuse. See you soon, Stella. It is, and this is what I've been talking about. This is why I keep telling everybody, borderlines are monsters, not victims. But what you're seeing, and what Stella is pointing out, that in France, okay, they're trying to actually make the borderline the victim. And the borderline will never, ever, ever be a victim. They are the most destructive, damaging of the cluster B personality disorders. And God forbid you get a borderline baby boomer, because that is the kiss of fucking death. So not only are you dealing just with your general borderlines over there, Stella, you're dealing with your borderline baby boomers over there. Macron's not a baby boomer, but his wife sure is. Boomer logic, that's what's controlling Macron, is his wife, is his pedophile baby boomer wife. Borderline baby boomer wife. And that's why you see what's going on in France right now in the streets. The violence, the beatings from the police. You'll do what I say or you get beaten. That's the borderline. That's what's going on. And of course, society has to turn them into the victims. It's bullshit. So I hope that helps. I hope I was able to read that okay. I understand there's a language barrier, so hopefully I got it out okay. So thank you very much for your contribution and your story, Stella. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you want to expose, you'd like to have a private video made, or you'd just like to make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it growing, supported, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been The Narcissistic Resistance. Take care.